Hi. So I'm not ready, obviously. We gonna get ready together. But right now I gotta go shower and then I come back and then we can get ready. I also have some footage that I took shopping, so I think I'm gonna play that for you right now while I go shower. I got the car set up. I look, you wanna go get a drink? And that's what I'll do. Is go get a drink. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna take it for a drive. We're gonna HTO. We're gonna get a drink. So let's talk. Today is not too hot. I mean, it's still hot because of where I'm at, but it's not too hot today, so I'm really excited. But my bandanas are on the seats because every time I wear it, I wear them but during bandana week, and I just halfway through the shift or towards the end of the shift, the third way through the shift, my last break, I take them off. I take off all the stuff, put my hair up in this same little clip, and then I tie the bandanas to the back of the seats. And I've used Non's number because that's the Non's has the $5 reward, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I just got this lip oils, and it only cost me $107 because remember I told you I had a $5 reward, and like this town's built hella funny for no reason. And every time I tell like my coworkers, I'm like, y'all, this town's built funny. Like at least in Andrews, there's a rhyme and reason to it. Like it makes sense the way it's like sort of laid out, but like this makes zero sense how this town is laid out. Okay, I'm gonna turn up here somewhere so I can go to the drive-thru. I didn't know what to get. They had this stitch palette, but they didn't have the one I wanted. So I was like, and then this was the second thing I was eyeing the other day on Friday. So I was like, I'll just get them because they're still eyeing me. I'm still eyeing them. They still look good to me. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to head up to the speaker.
Hello, welcome to What can I get for you today?
Can I get a medium, a sweet coconut?
A medium sweet coconut. Anything else for you today?
That'll be all.
I'm going to set up the window. Thank you, ma'am.
You know what? No, let's hope I have no. No, it'll be okay. Thank you. I like low-key grabbed her nails by accident. It'll be okay. But there's always big trucks in this town. Alright, get on, there you go. I'm not in a car. There ain't no cars coming. We got lucky. And then we're gonna go back to the apartment. This is just a test drive, y'all, to see if y'all would stay on this. The only good thing about this is I can now record whenever I'm driving to Andrews and like jamming out and just having fun. Cause like they're always like, oh, it's such a long drive, right? Which to me it's not that long because I make it all the time, right? But for people that don't really drive, 2 hours is a lot. But I'm like, I have the most fun ever, okay? And I usually go driving at night. If I come back during the day, it's when I'm coming back, like the day of when I have to work. So, okay, and we're gonna park. VIP parking spot that I was just in. And this car wasn't here earlier. I mean, maybe it was. You can tell me. But I don't think it was. I can't see the line, so too much. Fix my tires. Okay. Oof. Go back. Our tires are dead. Okay, we good. And we got my drink. And when she opened the window, the video ended, so I had to stop you. And then restart you when she was doing the change. And they're like, yes, girl, I'm recording. Because why wouldn't I want to record? Also, I'm aware I look like a wet rat. But like, Wet Rat Central, did y'all like the car vlog? I can do some more. I got so excited because I finally put the phone holder back in my car. Anyway, so now I'm actually gonna get ready. Okay. And then we're gonna put some of this. This is my favorite stuff to use because it's not like gel, because gel makes your hair like hard and stuff like that. My evolution was hairspray, gel, and then this, which is a wax, and I love it so much. It just keeps the texture of your hair without making it crunchy and hard, like hairspray and gel does. Well, it still slicks it back. And this is what I use, and I have everything here. I'm going to use the new palette I got that I showed y'all, the Beauty and the Beast Curve. Because this, tell me that yellow don't match perfectly with this shirt. She's beautiful. I actually did go to my mama's that night, and she was like, you need to take off now. It was like, what, 9, 10 o'clock whenever I decided to leave after I filmed. And so I was like, you know what? Let's go. And I'm so excited that I have the car. Like I told you, I have the car, the holder for my phone. Because, like I said, I can take y'all with me, and that'll be so exciting. That stuff on. And this has a mirror. I keep forgetting this palette has a mirror. Anyway, because a lot of my other ones don't have a mirror. We're going to go in with the yellow. The yellow. She's actually not as bright as I wanted her to be. Which I think that might be okay, just because, like, we're not going to be, like, doing dramatic. I just want, like, a little bit of color with my glasses today. Like my mom always says, just do a little bit. Like the dramatic stuff I do, like my mom doesn't do like the dramatic stuff I do, right? Like I can go all out and do a bright pink with shiny sparkles. And she's just like, that looks great on you, but I couldn't pull it off. And my sister's like the same way. Like, it's great on you, but I couldn't pull that off. And I'm just like, you haven't even tried to pull it off. And you're telling me you couldn't pull it off? That's where I'm like, if you never try, how do you know? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't try, how do you know? Anyway. And I do like blues and greens. I do all the colors of the rainbow, right? And at first I was like, blue don't look good on my eyes. And then I'm just like, certain blues just don't look good on my eyes. Because every other color in the rainbow looks beautiful on my eyes. Like right now I just did a light yellow. A light yellow. And then I might go in with the shiny yellow on top just to add some shininess to it. Because I think it'll be pretty. Just for some shiny color on there. I actually think this was, it is a darker shade of yellow. But it also has more pigment than the first shadow. Is that even? We're gonna say she's even. We're gonna go in, oh, we had a brown in here. I was like, we're gonna go with a brown in my other palette, but we actually have a brown in here that we can use. I'm gonna go for this one. I like to do a color on the lid and then a brown in the crease. Like when I started doing colors, I was like, we're gonna do that. We're gonna start putting a brown in the crease. Cause my skin color is like a brown already. But like adding a shiny blending brown to the eye with a colored shadow always looks good on me for some reason. At least I think it looks good on me. Y'all can tell me if it doesn't. But I've had no complaints. Nobody's told me otherwise. My mom's very blunt and she'll usually tell me when a color looks tragic on me and, you know, has no mercy doing it. So I think I'm doing great so far because she hasn't burned me down. Alright, we're gonna go and do, let me show you. That's the eyeshadow. And now we're gonna do my mascara, because I told you I don't wear my natural lashes because I don't want to put on fake ones today. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you a story too. So they made me go work pickup, right? Because listen, I got sick and then Tuesday I was like, one of my first day was bad, right? They had me go and do pickup. And I'm like, listen, I haven't done pickup in forever. Okay, I don't want to go do pickup. Like, that's the last thing I want to do is go do pickup. And if you don't know what pickup is at Walmart, you gather all of the groceries in these bins, and then you take them and you process them, and then you put them in these other bins that we call it dispensing, and you dispense them out, you take it to their car, whatever. I was dispensing, I wasn't picking. I was dispensing. And I hate dispensing because you have to go and be like, hey, is the order for so-and-so? Like, it's like in a fast food, like you carry out the food to their car and stuff like that. I hated doing that too. That's why I always told them, like, I'd rather be on drive-thru than like anything else, because I hated that whole situation that would happen at the cars. And so I'd be like, okay, whatever. And literally, I was like dying. And so then I had to go all the way to the back of the store, all the way to the outside of the store to dispense. And I was like, listen, I already feel bad, and now you're gonna have me do this. Like, I think I wasn't having it. And so, but I couldn't do nothing because Big Boss was like, hey, yo, you gotta do this. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so I'm doing the dispensing, whatever. If I fall behind, there's this guy, that's the only other guy there with me to do the job. And he was the one doing picking because I don't know how to pick. And he would help me out when I would get behind, whenever I would get busy. And then he'd be like, you got it? And I'd be like, sure. Like, back and forth. And why was done? And then I was like, you know what? I need to go to lunch. When I was like, went back to the register and said, hey, like, I already took my break. I came back and I was like, I'm going to take my lunch. And because I work at the registers, and they're like, okay, like, just go take your lunch and then come back. Just tell that kid. And I was like, okay, like, I'll tell that kid, whatever. That kid comes up at the registers as I'm telling my friend this. And he's like, hey, do you mind? Will you be fine if I leave? And I was like, if you leave, they called you in because you're a part of this department, so you could work this department, because technically it's only you. I should be the one saying, can I leave? Because I'm not even a part of the department. I'm helping you, bruh. Like, what do you mean? Anyway, he ends up leaving. Spoiler alert. I go to the back to finish the dispensing and then go to lunch, right? Because I had just gotten the dispense, like, popped up on the phone. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. I go do the dispense, and then the lady that was doing whatever, I can't disclose her name, but she was like, hey, like, we're not gonna need you till 7:30. Like, you can go to lunch, whatever. And I said, okay, cool. I go home, I come to lunch, throw up, okay, before I even get to eat while my food is cooking in the air fryer. And then I try to down my food, and then later on end up throwing up the food I just ate. And so I was like, you know what? I texted my friend. I was like, listen, girl, like, I am not going back. I said, I'm going to put in, you have enough people? She said, yes, I'm putting in my PTO. I said, I'm not doing this. And so I put in my PTO, I texted my team lead, I'm like, listen, I'm just not feeling great, this is horrible. Like, I already felt bad, like, I'm just not feeling good. She's like, okay, whatever. Put in my PTO. The next day I call in because I'm still feeling, if anything, my throat felt worse. I call in that day. And then we go to the clinic, whatever, it's like, it's a viral infection, you gotta let it pass through, whatever. Later on that day, after she gave me the medicine, my throat was feeling better. I started stretching my vocal cords on the way home, like, scream, singing Bruno Mars to my mother, because why wouldn't I? We love Bruno. Anyway, so all that to say, in my last video, my voice probably wasn't 100%, and I probably wasn't 100%. And today, I feel a lot better. It's still doing its thing. I still have some allergies. So if y'all see me like mess with my nose, that's why. I just want to tell y'all the story because it's like, bro, like, how you gonna tell me this? I go through all of this, and then my team lead was like, hey, like, I told our store manager, like, I'm not gonna send anybody back there to do pickup because you literally ran off my best worker, and I was like, yes, but no, because I already felt bad that day. So me and my mama, we are not people to just call out to call out. Wow. Like, she once made me go to work with both of my eyes being pink eyes. Like, I couldn't see. They were crusted over, and she still made me work. Okay? Like, that's the main thing I tell people. I'm like, this girl legit made me go to work with two pink eyes. Couldn't see nothing. Okay? Like, that's how hard workers we are. Y'all, I was late. Listen. My schedule says 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 11. It says that for every single day I work, except for today. Today, it said 11 to 8. I get a text at 1 o'clock, okay, from Yadi, my best friend, and she goes, hey girl, where you at? And I called her and I said, what time was I supposed to be there? And she said 11. I said, all my schedules say 2 to 11 except for today. I said, can you blame me? I said, I was under the impression that I was going into work at 2. You know? So I was late and I went out at 1:06. So yeah, now I'm going to my lunch. I just clocked out here at 3, going to lunch, coming back at 4, right? And then I'm staying till 10 because without those 2 hours on my check, that's less money on my paycheck. It's less money on payday. So I'm like, listen, I asked, my teammate, I was like, hey, like, can I work till 10? Because if I work till 10, it'll make up for those 2 hours I wasn't here. And she said yes. So I'm not working till 11, I'm working till 10 because I came in an hour before 2 o'clock. So I'm still gonna make up those hours because I need the money. And my check's already gonna be under 1,000. It's gonna be 800 and something. Close to 900, but not 900. So I'm like, I'm already, because girl, these are going slow. Because I missed, I requested off Sunday, right? That's one day I didn't have. And then, right, I called in on that Wednesday, so then that's the second day I missed. So really, I just can't afford to have any more time and money taken off my check.